Lots of people call themselves coaches. That is the danger of an unregulated industry. Anyone can call themselves a coach, and many do so without necessarily understanding what coaching is. Is there any wonder that our prospects are sometimes confused about coaching and what they can expect from working with a coach? I'm not surprised, and I don't blame them. In fact, I think it is our responsibility as qualified coaches to educate our prospects about coaching, and that is what we're going to talk about in this video. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. I am thrilled to have you here. We've had a few new people who joined the Savvy Corner YouTube community recently, and if you are one of them, my name is Alisa and I help qualified coaches build financially viable coaching businesses. I've been running my own coaching business since 2017, and during that time I have seen the word coaching being misused so many times, including by people who call themselves coaches. Coaching being used interchangeably with mentoring, or even used to describe done-for-you services like social media management. That needs to change, and as qualified coaches, I think we have a duty to explain to our prospects and audience what coaching is and what is it not, and educate them on this topic a bit more. And what better time to do that than during International Coaching Week, a celebration that aims to educate the public about the value of working with a professional coach and acknowledge the results and progress made through the coaching process. This video is being released during International Coaching Week, and in it I will share with you the ways in which you can educate your prospects and audience about coaching. I won't talk about what a coach is and does. I trust that since you're a coach yourself, you already know that. However, if you do want me to do a video on this topic, please let me know in the comments. But for now, let's jump straight in with my first suggestion, which is your online presence. The way you describe what you do as a coach, who you can help and how, is the first step to educating your audience about coaching. This might be through your LinkedIn profile description, the About Me section on your website, or a short bio, but most prominently, it will be via your coaching offer and value proposition. So make sure that you are very clear about what you offer and that your value proposition is not too vague. I talk more about putting together a relevant and attractive coaching offer in this video. Another way to educate others about coaching is through your content. I find case studies especially helpful because they showcase exactly my expertise as a coach and the work my clients and I do together to move them from struggling with a problem to finding a solution for it. I've written quite a few case studies when I started out as a personal finance coach, and I will link some of them in the description box below. What I have also seen other coaches do is to do live coaching sessions on YouTube or Facebook, for example, and then to share the recordings of these sessions in a podcast. Whether you do this or not will depend on your client's willingness to allow you to share their sessions and your willingness to coach live in front of an audience. This is not for everyone and it doesn't always work, but it's worth mentioning as a good way to demonstrate what coaching is without having to describe it at all. The third way to describe coaching and its power is through the testimonials you receive from your existing and former clients and through the recommendations that they give you. Whenever I ask for a testimonial, I tend to give the other person some guidance about what they could consider including. That is because some people simply have no idea what to write about, but also because they might be tempted to say that you were great and praise your work without understanding how a testimonial is viewed from a prospect's point of view. Instead of reading something like, "Oh, I worked with Alisa and she was brilliant and helped me get fantastic results," a prospect will be much more interested in a testimonial that describes the process a little and pinpoints some of those results. Something like this. It is unusual to find someone who is so pragmatic and practical with brilliant insight and ideas whilst also being very warm, understanding and friendly. Alisa's style is supportive, friendly, yet also challenging. She will always get me to a place where I focus on the things that matter, not the should-dos. Talking to Alisa helps me get priorities in order, and I always come away with new perspectives and the motivation to get things done. Alisa comes with a commercial focus as well, and I know my thinking has developed in this area as a direct result. When I am considering new offerings in my business, I often hear Alisa's words in my head when I'm making commercial decisions on pricing, for example. If you are looking for someone who will ensure you consider things from all angles, shift your thinking, support you, celebrate your success, and always be there as a sounding board, Alisa is most definitely the lady for you. Thank you so much for this heartwarming testimonial. You know who you are. Coming back to the point I was making, do you see the difference? As a prospect, you'd much rather read something like this than a generic, "This was great, I really enjoyed it" type of testimonial. It also gives you an idea of what coaching is and what you can expect by working with me as your coach. If you're getting value from the video so far, I would appreciate it if you gave it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. If you're inclined to leave a comment, that would make my day. It really helps to support the channel, and I thank you in advance if you do. The next thing that can help you educate your prospects is your pre-meeting documentation. It's a good idea to send the people who book a call with you for the first time an email where you describe your services and coaching offer, and you can take that opportunity to talk about coaching in general. You can even send them a link to a relevant article that describes coaching, perhaps compares it with other services like mentoring, consulting, therapy, and highlights some of the differences and similarities between them. Once you're in a call with a prospect, you have another chance to educate them about coaching, but this time it will be based on your own services as a coach, what they can expect your working engagement to look like, and the things that you won't do. This is a very good opportunity for you to help them set realistic expectations about coaching and to answer any other questions they might have and clarify potential misunderstandings. It's really important that you do this before you start working with someone, especially if they have not had coaching before, or if what they had was not in fact coaching but something else, and now they expect you to deliver the same. Even if you don't do any of the things that I mentioned so far to educate your clients about coaching, you must make sure that you do so during the contracting phase, which starts with the discovery call. Speaking of contracting, I also have a section in my contracts that describes coaching very briefly and gives my clients a clear indication of what to expect from me as a coach. I also add a couple of sections about financial coaching and how it differs from financial advice and all the implications that come with it. Because of that, I make disclaimers throughout my contract, and you might want to do the same depending on the type of coaching that you do. I talk more about contracts and what to include in them in this video. So there you have it, 6 ways to educate your prospects and audience about coaching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please check out these other 2 as well. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Alisa, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.